Hey guys, what's up? It's Z-Dink Overload here with the newest, swaggiest WWE toy review ever. We got the Total Tag Teams right here, and I just want to point out we got a sponsor on this video. Who's the sponsor? Well, obviously it's Swag Dab Squad, aka the Slag Stream shirts. You can get yours with exclusive colors on Amazon.com if you search Tommy Toy Travels FTC. If you buy the shirts, it'll go back to your boy, which will allow me to buy more toys and do more reviews while you look as swag dab as possible. So here, what do I have? Well, I have the new set of Total Tag Team toys, Tough Talker toys. But unfortunately, your boy was a freaking idiot and I forgot to order AJ Styles, but whatever. I'm sure some AJ Styles fans will be a bit peeved about that. But let's get the unboxing right now as I tell you why I didn't order the AJ Styles. It's because I didn't see him when I went to order these. Then I looked at Amazon.com and guess how much the figure was for AJ Styles? $35 for a AJ Styles Tough Talker. I bet these 2-packs were like $30, so I'm not spending $5 more for an AJ Styles when I can get a 2-pack for the same amount. When I'm sure most of you just want to see Chris Jericho. We also got Kevin Owens yet again. This is his second time being in the Tough Talkers lineup. New Day again. I think this is kind of strange that we're getting so many New Days and Tough Talkers. It makes sense because they are Tough Talkers, but as a tag team, they have 3 members. So yeah. So I don't. Why do they have? Yeah, it should have been like I don't know, Hornswoggle or something. All right, so let's kick it off with this swag dab looking figure. Of course, this is Biggie Langston wearing some neon green attire. This is kind of cool because he's one of the few wrestlers where his sensor actually works with his attire, and you get a very nice looking figure out of this with the neon, but then you get the other neon green figures and they're wearing these shirts that I honestly have never seen New Day wear. I don't know if they're real shirts. They look like something that after you go to a WWE house show, there's some sketchy guy out in the parking lot trying to sell it to you. Like, yeah, guys, this is licensed WWE shirt. I didn't just print it in my mom's basement, and it does not look legit to quit at all. But here is Biggie Langston. Here is Kofi Kingston. Some nice looking attire there. Again, these are Tough Talkers, so articulation isn't going to be the greatest thing ever when it comes to the hands, and it doesn't rotate at the waist, but it does. Okay, it does rotate though at the bicep, which is incredible because basics don't even do that. We don't get rotation at the knee, although it oh shoot, I just broke it. All right. Don't try and rotate it at the boot because, yes, you will break it just like I did. And then finishing it off is Xavier Woods, which is his own figure in the set. Other people come in a tag team, but Xavier is apparently the third wheel of New Day, which is why he was released separately, allegedly. I like his colors on his armbands. It fits nice with his attire, although the pink doesn't exactly match the other pinks on his attire. And he is wearing the same bootleg shirt as Kofi Kingston. If someone actually knows whether these are real, legit WWE shirts, let me know because I have never seen this in my life, and I kind of like to think of myself as a New Day connoisseur. And quality control is not what I'd like to see on these guys. We're seeing a bunch of marks, but I bet a lot of people watching this are a bunch of marks. But okay, so I'll get back to reviewing this. They have a painted belt on there. Some nice details that you wouldn't expect from Tough Talkers, because usually Tough Talkers are all just like black attire, but it's cool to see that the New Day actually got some nice stuff going on with these figures. And then let's go into the figures that are all black. Here is Kevin Owens. I'm not a big fan of this face sculpt scan. I think it's pretty trash, but you get what you get with this. It's on all black attire. It just is fight on the bottom of those pants legs, and It's like I've seen this before as a tough talker, and unless he says a ton of different lines, I don't see what the point is. I don't think these are actually backwards compatible though. So let's check this out. Here's an old school Seth Rollins wave one. Let's see if they realize each other.
Just back out. Seth Rollins. You talk big, but I deliver big. There's nothing and nobody who can stop me. All I get from you is disrespect, Rollins. You just booked yourself on the Kevin Owens show.
Well, this is interesting. Kevin Owens can definitely read that this is Seth Rollins, but not the other way around. So they are kind of backwards compatible to a degree. You know, Kevin Owens can read Seth Rollins, but for some reason Seth Rollins cannot read the Kevin Owens. Let's check it out with some old school guys, the Target exclusives.
Ric Flair. Oh, Rock's a kid bodied.
All right, so Xavier knows it's Ric Flair. Will Ric Flair know that it is Big E? So yes, there is a certain degree of backwards compatibility. I don't think the tag team function will happen, but no, the backwards compatibility does not work if you have an older figure and you want it to say the name of the newer figure. So you're not going to be getting Ric Flair talking to Chris Jericho, but you can have Chris Jericho talking to Ric Flair. So let's talk about this Chris Jericho figure. He is wearing a "You Just Made the List" shirt. If I could add a little more to this, I would have put a scarf on that. I think the face is quite good. It looks like him, maybe a little stylized, a little childish, younger version of Chris Jericho, but I think it works enough for this figure line. You know, I don't expect Tough Talkers to be the most accurate portrayals of these wrestlers, and his shirt says "You Just Made the List," and the back says nothing, but if you press the button, he'll start talking, and the tights are nothing to write home about. They're very boring, and they could have used a little spice to spice it up, especially because Chris Jericho, I don't think he actually wore long tights. So I don't know what they were doing there. Some could say they're trying to do his skinny jeans, but then why put the knee pads on him? I don't know. It was very confusing to me. Then we have the Viper RK Orton face sculpt. I think it's trash, as I always do with these figures. Interestingly enough, this guy, his boots, they do rotate. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they have the long legs, so this is they just copied over from the basic from this guy. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna come out right here and say that Randy Orton, they used the exclusive sculpts for the basics, so they didn't. This is the only Tough Talker portion of the figure, just this chest, and the rest is a basic, hence why some have the articulation and some don't. There is no torso rotation though, but yes, you can definitely see that this has a lot more articulation than the other figures, especially at the wrist. Ooh, la, 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 la. But yeah, the shirt, not that sold on it, but it fits for Randy the K Viper Orton. And then last but not least, we have Sting, the Demon Sting. This is another one kind of like Randy Orton, where it's a hodgepodge mashup between the basic and the Tough Talker, because we are seeing the old school basic articulation on this.
Nothing for sure about Sting is nothing is for sure.
On this figure, but it has this center part, which is the Tough Talker mold, and this bottom part. I think this is just one piece, actually. Yes, it is. It is one piece right there. And this is a kind of cool figure of Sting, because he did kind of wear this, could throw a coat on it, and it works for Sting. You know, it's not that bad. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that Sting is a voice actor, where the rest are the actual people, because pressing the back of Jericho,
I am the best in the world at what I do. It's the gift of Jericho. Drink it in, man.
that really sounds like Jericho, so I think it is. And then we have
RKO from out of nowhere. Take a look at greatness.
All right, so I don't know. I'm just gonna say here, from a technical standpoint, pressing these things on the back, there's like a little bit of a delay where the first ones didn't actually have that. So sometimes I don't think I actually press the button. Like, it doesn't have as much as an impact when you press it in. There was like a little clicky feeling on the back of these.
You can't see
and you can even hear it click, but on these you don't. Maybe that's because I skipped a whole wave of them, but that's what happens here. Okay, let's make the most epic tag team ever of Chris Jericho and Sting.
Tag team. Jericho, let's win this match. Tag team. Sting, we're the greatest, best friends in WWE history. I am the best in the world at what I do.
All right, so I think that's the only thing they do. You just hold it and then they say, all right, we're a tag team and stuff like that. Let's see if the tag team works if you throw in an old school figure. Like, will Kevin Owens say to John Cena, hey, we're a tag team? But John Cena obviously won't, so let's see what happens.
The champ is here. Tag team. John Cena, best friends, have each other's back.
So that's pretty cool. So there is a certain degree of backwards compatibility. It's not perfect because John Cena will not recognize Kevin Owens, but you get a lot of playability still out of the old figures. I thought I'd have to throw them all away, but nope, I don't. I can still play with them. So overall, I think that these Total Tag Teams are a nice evolution to the Tough Talkers brand. I thought Tough Talkers would be dead by 2018, but they obviously aren't. They're some of my favorite figures. I kind of got bored with them after a while, but they've come back to haunt me in the form of fun figures. Also want to point out that Jericho 2 is one of these basic formula mixed with Tough Talker formula. So there you go. What do you guys think? What do you guys do when it comes to Tough Talkers? Do you buy them? Do you leave them on the shelves? Do you think they're stupid? Do you just want to get old school style basics, or do you think that these are really cool and a nice way to spark your life up with some fun action figures from the WWE Mattel brand while you wait for Amazon.com to deliver the official Tommy Toy Travels t-shirts, lag stream shirts. We've got TTT logo shirts. Sorry, this is not paid advertisement unless you consider it because I'm getting paid. All right, guys, so thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments. Sorry I didn't pick up AJ Styles. I kind of botched that, but it wouldn't really have added that much. You would have just seen that figure, which you can look up pictures of that if you want. I do want to note one thing kind of interesting. On the box of Kevin Owens, it shows him having a bluish KO logo, but obviously we got silver on this figure release. What happened there? Your best guess is my best guess. Cut!